Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on another easy camping adventure. Today I'm on the Mountain Loop Highway looking for a secret autumn campsite that I discovered a few years back. Now the Mountain Loop Highway, the paved part between Granite Falls and Barlow Pass, actually follows the old Everett-Monte Cristo Railway right-of-way. So we made it here to Barlow Pass. If you look up the road here, that yellow sign is right where the parking area is if you want to hike into Monte Cristo. But we're going to walk right down to this corner here and show you something interesting. And right here, just a little ways from Barlow Pass, if you know where to look, you can see the old railroad grade right up there. And it cuts through some rocks here, and that's Barlow Pass. Well, we've made it back to Spike, and right across the road here you can see the cut that goes through this rocky knoll here. That is Barlow Pass. Let's just pop through the trees here and check it out. And of course, if you read about the history of Monte Cristo, you know that this railway was Monte Cristo's Achilles heel. They built it too close to the South Fork of the Stillaguamish River, down through Robe Valley there, and it flooded every year and would wash out the tracks, wash out the tunnels. They just couldn't keep it open, and eventually they gave up. All that gold is still up there in Monte Cristo. All right, Spike, let's go get our campsite. So this part of the road north of Barlow Pass, this gravel part, is actually the old wagon road, the old Sauk wagon road from Darrington into Monte Cristo. Doesn't follow precisely, but mostly along the old Sauk Trail.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at Maple Camp on the left. Arriving at Maple Camp on the left.
Wow, look at this. So there's only one slight drawback to this place, and that is that it's so close to the road. But you know, in the summer that would be a problem with the dust and the amount of traffic, but the end of October and the middle of the week, that's not going to be a problem for me. There wasn't anyone in any of the campsites that I drove past. Of course, only an idiot would be camping now, but that's perfect for me. course, I still don't have my campsite set up yet. Haven't put up the canopy or set up the table or anything. That's because I'm still thinking about the layout, and I've got plenty of time to contemplate that. Well, rats, the rain has started about 20 hours too soon for my expectations and desires, but it doesn't fall under my jurisdiction, so I'm going to have to hurry up and decide, what am I going to do? Where am I going to set up my canopy? There we go. Got the knob by my chair. The hose going under the table, mostly tucked out of the way, up against the wall. Okay, so Spike is set up just under the canopy enough so I can come and go without getting wet. You know, it seems like anytime I go camping anywhere with Spike, I end up in the most beautiful place I've ever been. This nicely continues that tradition. Well, if you're a frequent viewer of the channel or a subscriber, and hopefully if you're one, you're also the other, and if you're neither, hopefully you'll come and join us. You must join with us, Gandalf. But you may have noticed that I haven't been making a lot of videos. In fact, it's been a while since I produced a camping video. And the reason for that is I was riding my motorcycle and was struck from behind at a traffic light by a Jeep and sent flying. I ended up breaking a bunch of my ribs on my left side here in 6 different places. And so I've been kind of, you know, an invalid. Well, rats. Rats and rats again. It's getting after 6. I'm going to have to go put that other wall on the canopy and start getting ready to make dinner. Wind this day down. It seems like it just got started. So I did what I normally do. I just made something last night, which in this case is pasta. And I sliced a couple of pieces of really fresh olive bread, and that's going to be my dinner. All I have to do is heat it up. Well, bummer. You know, I always try to make these days last as long as I can when they're really special campsites like this, but it's 11:15. That's as long as I can go. I'm past my full day. So I'm going to go ahead and crawl into bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Well, it didn't rain much last night, so the canopy is still pretty dry. Good morning, everyone. I'm thinking maybe I should take it down and put it away before it does start raining. Well, that's it. Got the canopy all put away, took all the water off the walls, got the table put away, the chair put away. All packed away nice and neat and spiked. And so that ends another easy camping adventure. But that's it. heading out of here. I want to thank you for hanging out with me on this one. Appreciate it if you click like or subscribe. And until next time, you've been easy camping with Dan Dog and Spike.